You can't make this up. Marvel Easter eggs in a Marvel-themed Fortnite season? I mean, who saw that one coming? Alright, I promise we're not dry on content, but there's actually a ton of really secret Easter eggs and hints, which, if you like Marvel, you'll appreciate this one scoop video with every Marvel Easter egg in Fortnite Season 4. And if you don't dropkick the like button, female fish stick will be the only one who wants to be your prom date. Trust me, Tico wouldn't appreciate you stealing his girl like that, so I wouldn't risk it. But before we begin, have you ever wondered how to learn to become a YouTuber and edit videos like ours? Let's talk about Filmora, one of the easiest beginner editing tools that any of you can easily pick up simply by watching some of the numerous tutorials online. Let's watch how easy it is to drag and drop stuff like this clip of good old Fred. Alright, so go ahead, drag this clip into the program. Maybe I'm thinking we add a cool transition maybe to the beginning so it opens up looking awesome. What about a sound effect when we actually go pickaxe Fred, right?
Wait, what? Don't I get a say in this?
Sorry Fred, we gotta do it.
Yeah, okay, you're gonna try and just mute me. You can't just press the mute.
Alright, well now let's go ahead, mute Fred so he can't complain anymore and I can keep editing this clip. And yeah, it's simple as that. Filmora has a huge library of video effects, transition, and filters that really help you on your way to becoming a YouTuber. If you guys are interested in being YouTubers, click the link in the description to try it out now. But coming in at number 15, we have the Berserker Barrage. Alright, there are some really cool hidden details spread across every part of the new season, and you can find them in tons of places you wouldn't even think to look. If you go into the Wolverine rewards for Season 4's secret skin challenges, you might notice that this spray cosmetic is titled Berserker Barrage. But what exactly does this reference to? Well, it's actually an Easter egg referencing a move in Marvel vs. Capcom. In the game, Wolverine has a special move called Berserker Barrage, and this little nod to Marvel vs. Capcom kinda just shows how nerdy Epic Games can be. But that's barely scratching the surface. Wait till you hear about Number 14, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Floating Fortress. The helicarrier is stacked with hidden references, Easter eggs, and even hints to upcoming Marvel skins. Of course, this thing is a direct one-to-one replica of the helicarrier from the Avengers films. Every little detail is copied exactly from the movies, so you can be rest assured you're actually getting the real deal. In the center of the helicarrier, there's a command center which plays a hidden recording when visited in the battle lab. Not just that, but you can find a vault inside which requires a keycard, and this is hardcore evidence that we'll be seeing the helicarrier as a usable POI later in the season. It may work similar to the floating island where it constantly is moving around the map until it reaches its final destination. Well anyway, back on subject, one of my favorite Easter eggs inside of the helicarrier is a small eye patch that can be found in the command center. Right there on the desk is Nick Fury's eye patch itself. If you don't know much about Marvel, then Nick Fury is the guy who Samuel Jackson plays in the MCU. He's the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D., the people who own the Quinjets and helicarrier, and he's the guy technically who created the Avengers. This Easter egg kinda proves not only are we getting the helicarrier as a POI, but Nick Fury will possibly be coming to the game as an item shop skin or a henchman boss, maybe both. It's almost definitely gonna be Nick Fury's keycard that'll be required to open the vault at the POI, and I can't wait to see the skin. I just really hope it's straight up Samuel L. Jackson, that would be cool. Coming in at number 13, we have Castle Doom. So when you first saw Pleasant Park get turned into a random Haunted Hills ripoff, it might have seemed like Doom's Domain was just Fortnite's idea of incorporating Marvel into the map in a big way. Although Doom's Domain isn't an original location for Fortnite, as it's based on Castle Doom. Castle Doom is a location from Marvel's comics, and it first appeared in the 5th issue of Fantastic Four. You could also find Castle Doom in Marvel Ultimate Alliance, where the superheroes defeat Doom in the game. So yeah, this isn't just a random house he lives in, it's actually rifted from Doom's real dimension. Next up from number 12, my personal favorite, we have Noobmaster69. If you're not a Marvel fan and haven't watched Avengers Endgame, you might have missed out on one of the funniest and most iconic jokes in the movie. In Endgame, Hulk visits Thor and Korg, and it turns out that Thor has become fat and lazy after the Thanos snap. During the scene, you can spot Korg playing Fortnite, and he even asked Thor to help him deal with a little kid called Noobmaster69 who's roasting him. Not gonna lie, it's hilarious and a great Easter egg for those of us who love both Marvel and Fortnite. But it does make Thor actually being in Fortnite weirder because Endgame is technically set in 2023. Does that mean Thor had the option of playing as himself? I guess we'll never find out. Number 11, Jennifer Walters. In Retail Row, Epic has added an additional unnamed POI which looks very classy, and it belongs to none other than She-Hulk herself. Going in here will activate the challenge you need, and it's just a nice little new building that makes Retail Row feel a little more fresh after all these years. Plus, it's literally her alter alias, so it's kinda cool to see it recognized in game. However, it's not the only Easter egg for She-Hulk, aka Jennifer Walters. There is a small Easter egg you could do with Jennifer Walters, which is switching from her She-Hulk form to her human form and cancel the emote just before she puts on her glasses. And yeah, she actually doesn't wear the glasses. I don't know what you'll do with that information, but you now possess it. Next up for number 10, we have Tony Stark's cabin. So speaking of Easter egg buildings, the new Stark Industries POI brought with it a pretty special house for those who love the Avengers movies. In Avengers Endgame, Tony Stark retires to his lakeside cabin where he eventually comes up with a way to time travel. This cabin can actually be found in the new Stark Industries POI, where the house is on the lakeside and even has a secret bush entrance to a garage with a whiplash inside. It's a really nice nod to the films, and I expect to see more hidden references like this as the map updates throughout Season 4. Number 9. Trask Industries. So we've gotten quite a few random POIs scattered around the map since Season 4 begun. We have the Ant-Manor for Ant-Man, the Collection for the Collector, the Monument for Black Panther, and then this place. It was the first new POI to appear, and it's a crash truck belonging to Trask Industries. This is known as a mutant containment vehicle, and we have yet to find out which mutant broke out of this truck in Fortnite's most recent update. At first I thought it was Wolverine, however he was technically roaming the island killing Sentinels before the truck even appeared. So this could actually be a hint to Venom due to his ability being in the game already. Black Panther has a POI and he has an ability in the Marvel LTM, so this truck is most likely a hint to Venom. Although Venom isn't a mutant from X-Men, but instead Spider-Man, so this truck could also belong to someone else. I mean, we know Blade just came out when the new update dropped, so it's possible it was him all along. Once again, I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Coming in at number 8, we have Fortnite's OG Endgame Easter egg. So before we had the Marvel season, there weren't that many Marvel-related Easter eggs in the game. Although, back when the first ever Marvel LTM was added, it involved Thanos and his Infinity Gauntlet. This mode came out again around the time that Stan Lee unfortunately passed, which by the way, RIP, absolute legend, and because of that, the Endgame LTM actually included a tribute to him. When you won a match of the Endgame LTM, text would appear at the bottom of the screen that said the word Excelsior as a homage to Stan Lee and a final tribute to honor him. It's a really nice thing that Epic added and a cool Easter egg to look back on over a year later, now that we have a fully fledged season based on a ton of characters he was the one who created. But next up, we have a Captain America Easter egg for number 7. Speaking of paying homage, Fortnite has added a very cool secret into the Battle Pass for this season. For those of you who watched Avengers Endgame, and if not, spoiler alert, you'll definitely remember that Captain America was revealed as worthy in the movie. This means he is the only other person in the universe who can wield Thor's hammer. So, to pay homage to this, Epic Games actually allow you to equip Thor's hammer as a pickaxe as Captain America, despite all the other locked items only being for the original skin in the set. It's a nice touch, but I just wish they'd let us use all the Marvel items with any skin, truth be told. Number 6. Black Panther. So I mentioned earlier that there is of course a monument on the map for Black Panther, but it's not just a random monument that Epic cooked up to tease him coming to the game. Just like Doom's Domain, the Black Panther monument is actually based on something from the character's origins. In the Black Panther movie, he gets his own monument built into a mountain, which is pretty much identical to the one we see in Fortnite. It just means that Tony Stark ripped the monument out of the mountain and rifted it into game. So I wonder when we'll finally see the Black Panther skin. It should be any day now, but in the meantime, something more interesting to talk about is number 5, the Sentinels. So if you've seen the Sentinel Graveyard on the map, or if you've unlocked Wolverine's trophy as a backbling, you've probably wondered who the heck these massive robots are and what they have to do with the Fortnite storyline. Well, the Sentinels were created by Trask Industries in order to track down and kill mutants, people like Wolverine, or even technically Captain America by their definition. It's cool to see them in Fortnite, as well as Wolverine hunting them down. If you didn't know their origins, there you go. Coming in at number 4, we have the It's Clobberin' Time Easter egg. So if you take out an enemy in Season 4 with the pickaxe, you'll receive a special achievement. If you view it in the achievement section, you'll notice that it's called It's Clobberin' Time and has an icon of the Fantastic Four logo. This is a reference to the Thing in Fantastic Four and is either a small Easter egg or a hint at him coming in the future. Probably the first one though. Could we see the Thing as an item shop skin? I mean, probably not. I would be rooting for a Blaze skin instead, and that'd be awesome as a skin, but probably not as cool as... Number 3, Spider-Man. Another achievement in the game with a cool Easter egg is one if you pull a player with a harpoon. Doing so will give you the thwip. Is that how you say that? Thwip? Anyways, moving on. It has a Spider-Man icon on it, okay? It's Spider-Man. It's almost definitely hinting at a possible Spider-Man skin in the future. I mean, being real, I don't think Epic would put this Easter egg in here if they knew we weren't getting a skin. I mean, it would be the ultimate tease. So don't be getting our hopes up like this, Epic. Next up for number 2, we have Baby Groot. So, if you've watched Guardians of the Galaxy, or even if you were on social media before Baby Yoda took over, you'll probably remember that the original cute baby character. I'm talking about Baby Groot, this little cute sap thing, I mean, sure, we all love regular Groot and can even play as him, but let's be real, Baby Groot, that's where it's at. And if you want Baby Groot as a back bling, then head over to Holly Hedges and you will find him hiding with the other plants. It's a pretty cute Easter egg. And now all we need is Baby Yoda as a back bling. Come on, Epic, get on it. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, number 1. So while you might have seen the cool tie-in comic for Fortnite known as Nexus War, you probably didn't realize that everything happening in the Fortnite universe right now is actually canon in Marvel's universe itself. Like, everything the superheroes are doing is literally canon in their comics. Yes, the version of Thor and Galactus coming to the island is actually for a tie-in comic, but in a lot of recent actual Marvel issues, superheroes from our battle pass have been bifrosted out of their own timelines and returned straight afterwards. Take a look at this panel from a recent X-Factor issue. As you can see, Psylocke, Domino, Storm, and Mystique have all been bifrosted away, and Gwenpool just mentions that it's a tie-in. There you have it, Fortnite itself is canon in Marvel's universe, which is the greatest secret or Easter egg of all. But don't go away just yet, click on screen right now to check out this amazing video. This of course has been Gaming